Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me. This week I want to go back and do some more script analysis for you. And today I want to delve a little bit deeper into what most people will call a pre-roll, creating a story or a background into why you are saying what you are saying. So as usual, what I'm going to do is share a script from the Edge script library. So let me just do that. Share screen. And where are we? There we are. There. Share. And we're going to do the mental health crisis one. So first up, as always, I'm going to read the script just in a normal way, nothing special, just to give you an idea of how it would sound without any emotion attached to it. So it would be: dealing with a family member or loved one who suffers from mental illness is a difficult and complicated task. And in most cases, love simply isn't enough. So, it sounded okay, but hopefully when I listen back to it, or when you're listening to this now, it just didn't have that connection. It didn't have any emotion to it. So what I always encourage people to do is try and find something in your life that you can correlate to the script that you're reading. And on this script here, I'm actually quite familiar with mental health and situations where families don't quite understand what somebody who is going through mental health is dealing with. So that's the angle that I'm going to come from. It's like a compassionate way to look at it where, I know it's difficult for the families. It's difficult for the person who's suffering mental health, but it's also difficult for the families who are dealing with that person. So it would be something like this. I would start the pre-roll and say, it's really, really difficult when you have a family member in front of you and something is going on deep down inside them. And there's nothing you can do about it because you don't understand. They look healthy on the outside, but you know that they're in a dark place inside. And you ask them for help, and they just don't know how to take that help from you. And it's so difficult. It's just one of the hardest things that you can do. Dealing with a family member or loved one who suffers from mental illness is a difficult and complicated task. And in most cases, love simply isn't enough. So hopefully, when I listen to this back, you can tell there's a huge difference between the first one and the second one. And the second one should feel like there's emotion involved. There's compassion. All of that discussion, the pre-roll conversation I had before I went into the script is really, really important. And believe me, I used to hate doing pre-roll conversations. I used to have to make up stories in my head, put it beforehand, and it was just a pain in the ass, to be perfectly honest. But it gets so much more out of your read. And hopefully this shows you that. So what to do is keep practicing. Go to the Edge Studio library or anywhere else that has scripts and try and find something in your life. It doesn't have to be a direct correlation, but something in your life where you can really personally feel an emotion, and then come up with a story. And it's important that you have to read that story, discuss it as you're recording, and then move into your script with that same feeling. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how much of a difference it makes. So until next time, take care.